Hello everybody, it's Kristy here. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to all the new people and the new subscribers. I wanted to show you my, I'm up to prompt 2 for Sally's Dotty Bee Vintage project, which is Dotty Bee's Folklore, Fables and Fairy Tales Slow Stitching project. She's doing a whimsical mermaid embroidery and I'm doing my Crinoline lady. I've crossed that out, but I didn't mean to do that. So what's happening? So in the beginning was the main character. So I introduced the Crinoline lady. She doesn't actually have a name. She just goes by the Crinoline lady. I made a window, a curtain, because that's part of the story. If I just get that out in my, what's his name? This is it here. So mine's going to go, I think it's going to go down there, not over there on that side. I haven't actually decided. So we'll just put that down there. So she is a Crinoline lady and she's got a bonnet on and she gathers her belongings, which is all the lace, trims and fabric in her basket, and she goes along to meet her friends. So that's done. So here is the path where she goes along and meets her friends. I'll just bring you up so you can see. There we go. Maybe I'll just go up a tiny little bit more. There. I'll bring you down if I need to. So I've made the path. So this was just some, I don't know, dyed curtain possibly. I found some flowers, embroidery flowers. I've just stitched those down because they were just sort of the scrappy flowers out of my basket. This is from this bit here, which is, I'll just get it, just show you, give you an example. I have a whole pile of these Dresden plate fabrics, so they're quite, I think they're the original feed sack fabrics because they're hand stitched and they look old. So I had some brown, so I used some brown and cut out stones for her to walk on, and this was part of one of these. So I cut out the flowers, I stitched it down just in normal cotton thread. Now if I'm shouting, it's because my ears are blocked and I can hear but it's muffled at the same time. So then I just put a doily down. So these represent like flowers on that side of the path, flowers on that side of the path. And then she goes through the village. So I had that other piece, I don't know where it is now, of the general store. And I didn't really like it. It was too heavy and it was too thick. Yeah, I don't know where it is. So I found this one. So at the moment, I have my needle and thread. And I don't know where the thread has got. The needle's gone. That's always the way, isn't it? Always the way. I'm just having a look at my notes because I've got to find out. That's the last one. I don't know where my original, here's my original paper, so that will tell me. One spring morning. She was known, okay, she was well known for her, yeah, she was well known throughout the village for her graceful gowns, trims and ribbons and lace. So actually I will probably need to go and get some ribbons to put on there as well. I didn't realise that. So that's going to go here under there like that. So this was one piece of this Dresden plate and I love the colours and it fits perfectly in and it looks like path gardens from the village. So that's going to go down on there. I'll just get a pin and pin that. So she was well known for her trims and lace with tiny buttons. So I've got to get some buttons out and maybe I'll put some buttons in the garden. Well, I suppose it could be just a path, couldn't it? They stitched together under an oak tree. Special things were happening. All the lace and fabrics were telling a story about birthdays, weddings, babies, ideas, and as they gathered their things to create, they all enjoyed a cup of tea. So I'm not sure if that's part of the second prompt or part of the second prompt, I suppose, but that means that's going to be that big. And then my other prompt is here. So how many prompts do we have? Okay, so we have 6 prompts. All right. So I probably just will show you this part possibly. Maybe I can find some tiny little buttons, or I can just sit here and finish off this with you. I'm trying to add some detail to the village through the stitching in the background is what I mean. I'm still I'm trying to get used to stitching all little baby stitches, which is seed stitch, to give it texture, and I'm just not used to doing it. I mean, even here, I could probably blanket stitch around there, but I should give it a go just to give it some more, I don't know, texture, I suppose, around the plant, or lock it down, because at the moment it's just done with normal white cotton thread to anchor it all down. So how are you? Are you following along with Sally's project? And if you are, comment below and I'd love to go and have a look. Or if you've got a YouTube channel and you're doing it as well and I don't know that you're doing that, please comment below. Oh, that's a bit of a bigger stitch. Comment below and I'd love to go and support you on your channel. What day is it today? It's a Wednesday and it's lovely and sunny outside, and we've got a new puppy. Her name is Molly, and she's a sweet little thing. She's just having a snooze because she's been playing with her cousins, my daughter's 2 dogs. So she's just been playing with them, and we've come home and I have to go out to the vet's because there's some things I need to ask the vet about her. And I can't do it tomorrow, and I'm not sure about Friday. And what's happened here? Oh, there we go. That's a bit of a too long a stretch, I think, but anyway, it's done now. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going out to the vets shortly, so I have to keep an eye on the time, and hopefully I probably won't get too much done. It's just probably me rambling about. Been on Instagram and watched Kate over in Texas. She's doing quite well with her workshops, and excited for her as well. My husband's gone away overnight yesterday, so I have 2 nights on my own, which was fine. I've done it my whole married life, so it's no problem. I quite enjoy it, actually. I can have the bed to myself. I don't have to hear him snore, and I can just get my own dinner when I want. But he's very good. I can cater him for food, like he just eats whatever I cook. So I'm very blessed in that way. I also decided to do a quick needlebook because I made this crocheted little pouch. It turned out not too bad. It was a bit fiddly trying to get the sew the zipper on, and I did sew that with the machine. But then I didn't have a needlebook, so I went digging into my a large amount of stash for blanket quilting pieces, and I found this beautiful colour. So I really want, maybe I should have it up that way. I really want this to feature, but yeah, maybe I'll have it that way down the bottom. And I found some lovely blanket which goes quite well, and I'm going to just do a running stitch in the middle. And what have I got? Where's that button? There we go. I found my antique, I went in my antique button tin and I found this button. Like, it goes, but it doesn't. But you know what? It doesn't matter. I like it. It's similar. And then I've just got to find some sari and do a wraparound, and that can just stay in that bag. Because you know what I like to do? I like to have a needlebook for every little bag I have, so I can just put a bunch of pins in there and my needles, and off I go. I don't have to think about, gosh, I need a needle. I don't have a needle. So that's another little quick project I will just run up, you know, at night time when I'm in front of the TV. I am thinking about doing another project on the channel. It's not a project, it's just unfinished work. So maybe I need to call it that and just sit here and do all these unfinished things that I have. And, you know, maybe you'd like to see that. I don't know. So if that's something you'd like to see, maybe comment down below. And that's just another avenue for my channel to grow a little bit, possibly. It's growing slowly, but, you know, not as big as other people. No, I don't want it huge. But just remind you that you can comment anytime. I know you're on your TVs and you can't comment, but at some stage I'd love it if you were able to comment and make conversation with me, because I love to hear your feedback, but I'd love to comment about what you think that I'm doing, and anything really. And don't forget, I have a Facebook group called Kristy Sewbits. You have to answer questions over there. You can put up anything you like, anything related to sewing or stitching or anything, you know. Maybe you've got ideas that you want to ask the group and they can help you out. And my needle's not playing the game. All right, so let's get some more of that stuff out. So it's a lovely sunny day, cool nights, a bit of rain. Not too much, but we could do with a lot more. We're in a bit of the UK's in heat wave and we're in drought. So the world definitely is not balanced at the moment. And gosh, it makes me feel a little, oh, sorry about my hands. They are a bit dirty because I helped my daughter pull out some weeds at her house. It makes me sad that the world is, you know, changing in such a rapid rate. Not with just humans, it's just with the actual atmosphere, with the timing of climates and that stuff like that. So, yeah, it is a bit sad. All I can do is hope that the world balances itself out eventually. Right, I'm going to put a few more. I don't want to travel my thread too far on the back, so I'll just have to sneak some more seed stitches in there somewhere. And I didn't know whether to go around the houses either, but I think I might just leave them flat because the seed stitch is sort of laying down the foundation of the fabric, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to come along here because this is going to be all fluffy with the fabric frayed. So I'd like to try and put some needlework in here. I actually have another little piece left of this fabric. I don't even know where it came from. Yeah, that's good. So I'll just put some more seed stitches up here. This probably won't be a very long video, but that was prompt 2, I think. Because meeting the second character. Well, I might do prompt 3 and prompt 4 together. We'll see. Because my characters are the other Crinoline ladies. So, but then saying that, I was thinking about, where am I going? Up here? I was thinking about recreating her again, that Crinoline lady on the front. But I do have the other tiny Crinoline ladies, which I'll get them out. Because in the next scene, might back this actually with something because it's a bit too flimsy. Unless I have it to go like that, I don't know. In the next scene, there's all sorts of things happening. They go through blooming gardens and across the bridge and into a meadow with flowers, which that could be as well, but you know, I'm not changing it now. It's all too much. A lot of work goes into these sorts of little stitcheries. So I basically have to get these things out. I have to find a little sewing box and some needles and some trim and lace and a handwritten note. So I could do that as well. So because I've got my big piece of paper here, and that tells you roughly where each page is going to be. So that page will go there, and then there'll be another page there. So I probably made my path a little bit too big. So we'll see. If it doesn't work out, I'm going to have to just bring all this and come on over. And that will give me a little bit more room if I run out. I know there's a lot of work involved in that, but that just was what happens. You just got to do what feels right. Lots of people have probably unpicked a lot of work. I know I used to do that when I was sewing clothes, you know. It didn't fit very well, and then you had to unpick it all. Or the same as quilting. Right, let's get a pin in there because that's just flopping about all over the place. Right, that makes me a bit happier. So I could just test out what I've got here for the next part. So there's the Crinoline lady, but I don't know if that's going to be under the oak tree. It doesn't look like an oak tree, but it sort of fits in with the theme. So for here, there's the oak tree. Obviously I would just cut that out and make it sort of, you know, I don't know, square. And then you've got to have some lace. I don't know whether I've got any lace in here. No, that's not lace. No, I probably don't have any lace actually. But I do have lots of things for the garden. So there is a cup of tea. So that might be too big, but I do have these little teas. So I'm going to put those on there. That will do fine for cups of tea. And I don't know if this is going to work because it's the wrong colour. And it's just the wrong shape, I think. Now I've lost all my other doilies. So here is another bridge. So I could cut that out, couldn't I? And that would work as a bridge. Obviously you're not going to have the doilies there. Can you see what I'm doing? Yes, good. And then here's another Crinoline lady. And someone said size doesn't really matter. So so they go. Well, actually, the bridge is in the other section, I think. That's the end. Oh, the bridge is in the other section. All right, so let's get rid of that. I don't think this is an oak tree. Maybe I could... No, because what happened here was I washed it and the purple thing stained. But I could draw an oak tree. It wouldn't be that difficult to do. I just don't know what they look like. So I have that little lady. And I do have her, so I could find some more Crinoline ladies. I do have more. Oh, there's a cheeky crow walking along the fence out my window. What a cheeky little rat bag. Right, Molly's asleep, so that's good, which means I can do something. It's like having a baby, having a puppy. I've got to remember to take them out to the toilet and take them here and take them there. So here's the bridge. It's more of a bridge there as well. So you can't have that many bridges, can we? So I could extend this bridge further, couldn't I? Somehow, maybe. Sometimes it gets a bit confusing. I love talking out loud, and I like talking, but I thought I had more Crinoline ladies than that. There's 1 and 2. Or I'll just stitch my own Crinoline ladies on there. So I haven't actually quite decided. So let me just see how long I've been going for. About 20 minutes, so that's not too bad. But I think I'm pretty done here, because I sort of cheated a little bit and did all this already. Sometimes it gets hard to come in, but I can sew all that down. I've only got to sew that down. Maybe do some more seed stitch. Figure out how far I need to go with my piece. So there's the village there. The Crinoline ladies meet here, and the bridge and the patchwork. So that should be all right. Yep. And the basket actually further back that way. So village, yep. The people, the Crinoline lady with under the oak tree. So we can draw an oak tree. Still not sure about that. Right, where is, I'll just have a look on my phone for an oak tree. I don't even know if an oak tree is where it comes from. Oak tree. Right, so there we go. There is an oak tree. So it's big and bushy. All right, that's really good. I have green. So let's read the story first. She was well known for her trims, laces, and tiny buttons. I need to get tiny buttons. We shall stitch a quilt that tells the story of our friendship. They stitched together under the oak tree. Special things were happening. All the lace and the fabrics were telling a story about birthdays, weddings, babies, ideas, and as they gathered their things to create, they all enjoyed a cup of tea. So there we have, we've got a cup of tea. There, I can just cut out that one and that one possibly, and draw the oak tree. Now the oak tree has a small and this is representing, that should be good because that'll cover that over there. And if they're under the oak tree, this is the bridge that they've got to go over. Where did my piece of paper go? Village. Yep. I know that's not a very good drawing, but it is good reference, so don't be too hard on yourself when you say you can't draw, because neither can I. So maybe that is going to be okay under there. I could just cut her out. And I'm sure I had another one. And they are the perfect size for the lady, but I just wish she was facing that way. So maybe I might go on the hunt for some Crinoline ladies to get the feel of what am I trying to say? Because you don't want them facing all one way going that way, because they're all gathered together, aren't they? Unless I just draw my own. I don't think it'd be that difficult to do. I'd have to do her in reverse. So basically she's got a dress, a little thing there, and then that goes, her arms will go, oh sorry, that will go up there, and the bonnet will go, oh no, the bonnet will go not like that anyway. The bonnet will go around, oh gosh, don't laugh, it's not, quick, get the iron on and get rid of that. You probably can't see, can you? Yes, you can. Oh, okay. I shouldn't laugh, make me cough. That would be disastrous. It's got a square head, no arms. Do you know what I can do? I can get the sheet. I have a piece of sheet in here. What I can do is draw it on here. There, she's gone. There's only thing with this pen, it leaves a little yellow stain on the back. Right. And then she can go. Oh! I've just realised what I've done. I've done it with a heat erasable pen and it went away. That's so funny. No. Well, you get the gist of the idea. I need to fix it up because I put too many holes in. But I think that's what I'm going to do because I can't be too, like, I've got a big crinoline lady down the other end and now these are going to be small. But that's just the way it has to be because you can't have 3 big crinoline ladies there because you're not going to be able to fit the oak tree in, are you? So I suppose that's just the way it works. All right, I'm going to leave it here because I can't do any more because I haven't got anything for the tree. I need to get stuff for the oak tree and find out some more crinoline ladies. I think I'm just going to leave these the way they are and stitch on my own because I don't think it'll take that long. And also I can come back and stitch with you for a quick short video. So I want to thank you very much for watching, and like and subscribe if you haven't. If you're new to my channel and you want to see what other things I've created, go back and watch all my playlists. And thank you, Sally from dottybeevintage for this wonderful project. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.